Hi everyone. Today we're diving into shopping in German. We'll cover how to ask for things, express what you want to buy, and locate shops. We'll also focus on the verb kaufen, meaning to buy, and how to use da for locations in shops. Plus, I'll share some handy phrases to kick things off. Don't worry, we'll take it nice and easy so you can feel confident with the new vocabulary. Hello everyone, and welcome back. Let's quickly remember what we learned last time. We covered
Wann?
to plan,
Nächstes Wochenende.
next weekend,
Etwas.
something,
Gehen.
to go,
Machen.
to do or make,
Das Wetter.
the weather,
Es regnet.
it's raining, and
Schneit.
it's snowing. Today, we'll be using these words as we build on them and learn even more.
Ich plane, am Samstag ins Kino zu gehen. Ich plane, am Samstag ins Kino zu gehen.
Nächstes Wochenende besuche ich meine Freunde. Nächstes Wochenende besuche ich meine Freunde.
Ich gehe zum Laden. Ich gehe zum Laden.
Emily said,
Ich gehe zum Laden.
which means I'm heading to the shop. Notice the phrase some laden. Some combines zu to and dem the in the dative case. We use it when going to a shop. And remember, you can't just say ich gehe der Laden, you need the correct preposition and article. We'll explain why shortly.
Wo ist der Supermarkt? Wo ist der Supermarkt?
James asked,
Wo ist der Supermarkt?
where's the supermarket? This is a super useful question when you're trying to find something. Wo means where, and ist means is. Being able to ask for directions is key. Navigating a new place can be tricky, but knowing this simple phrase is a lifesaver. Also, Supermarkt is masculine. Der Supermarkt.
Ich kaufe Brot. Ich kaufe Brot.
Emily said,
Ich kaufe Brot.
meaning I'm buying bread. Kaufen is the verb to buy. Let's quickly run through the conjugation. Ich kauf, du kaufst, sei, is kauft, wir kaufen, ihr kauft, sie kaufen. This is crucial for using it correctly. A common mistake is forgetting to conjugate it based on the subject. So, keep practicing.
Was kostet das? Was kostet das?
James asked,
Was kostet das?
how much does this cost? Was means what, kostet is the verb costs, and das means this. When you're shopping, knowing how to ask for the price is key. It's a polite way to inquire. Remember the word order, subject verb object is it das kostet was?
Ich suche die Kleidung. Ich suche die Kleidung.
Emily uses,
Ich suche die Kleidung.
which translates to I'm looking for clothes. Remember, suchen means to look for or to search. Die Kleidung is feminine, so we use die. Watch out for the articles, it's a frequent mistake to mix them up. Keep in mind that nouns can be masculine, feminine, or neutral.
Haben Sie das Essen? Haben Sie das Essen?
James asks,
Haben Sie das Essen?
do you have the food? This phrase is super handy. Haben means to have, and psi formal u is used when speaking to shopkeepers or people you don't know well. Just remember this formality, using do is more casual.
Da ist ein Buch. Da ist ein Buch.
Emily says,
Da ist ein Buch.
there's a book. We talked about da meaning there or at. It shows location, often used to point out something specific. Compare this to in dem Laden, which means in the shop. Da points out the location without having to get specific.
Ich kaufe das. Ich kaufe das.
James states,
Ich kaufe das.
I'm buying that. Das means that. This shows your intention to buy something. And remember, always conjugate kaufen accurately. You might also say ich möchte das kaufen, I'd like to buy that, to sound more polite.
Vielen Dank. Vielen Dank.
Emily says,
Vielen Dank.
thank you so much. It's always great to show appreciation. This is a common and polite phrase to use in any situation. Keep in mind that being polite in German culture is really important. So, today we learned phrases like I'm heading to the shop, where's the shop? I'm buying and how much does this cost? We also covered the crucial preposition da and the verb kaufen. Remember to practice these phrases and watch out for common mistakes like word order and using the right articles. Keep practicing, and soon you'll be a shopping pro.
Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen. Ich frage den Verkäufer. Ich frage den Verkäufer.
Today we'll introduce the accusative case, used for the direct object of a sentence. This means the thing or person receiving the action. Think of it as who, or what, is being acted upon. It's a bit tricky, but crucial for forming grammatically correct sentences and understanding how German grammar works. We'll focus on simple examples today.
Ich sehe den Mann. Ich sehe den Mann.
The definite articles der masculine nominative change to den masculine accusative. Die feminine nominative becomes die feminine accusative. Das neuter nominative remains das neuter accusative. This is a key point to remember and will require a lot of practice to get right, so pay close attention.
Ich brauche das Buch. Ich brauche das Buch.
Certain verbs, especially those indicating motion like gehen to go, fahren to drive, laufen to run, often take an accusative object. This indicates where you are going or moving to. It's crucial to understand this relationship for more complex sentence constructions.
Ich gehe nach Hause. Ich gehe nach Hause.
Certain prepositions always require the accusative case. These include prepositions like durch through, für, gegen against, own without, and around. Knowing these prepositions and their impact on the case is essential to avoid grammatical errors and communicate clearly.
Ich gehe durch den Park. Ich gehe durch den Park.
We've learned about da indicating location, and now we're seeing the accusative. If you're moving to a location indicated by da, you'll often see it combined with the accusative. This combination signals a direction or a movement towards a specific point.
Ich gehe dahin. Ich gehe dahin.
When reflexive pronouns like mich, dich, sich, etc. are used with accusative verbs, they take the accusative form as well. This can be tricky, so it's best to practice identifying the verb and understanding the reflexive pronoun's role in the sentence.
Ich sehe mich. Ich sehe mich.
The position of the accusative object within a sentence often depends on the verb and whether there are other sentence elements. Generally, it comes after the verb, but it can shift to the beginning for emphasis. Understanding this flexibility will lead to more natural and nuanced sentences.
Den Apfel kaufe ich. Den Apfel kaufe ich.
Now, let's solidify your understanding with some sentence construction practice. Try to form sentences using the accusative case with different verbs and objects. Remember to check your prepositions and word order. Active practice is key to mastering these concepts.
Ich lese das Buch gern. Ich lese das Buch gern.
Let's review. Common mistakes involve incorrect article changes and misusing prepositions. Double-check your accusative articles der, den, die, das, and remember to be mindful of prepositions that require the accusative case. Consistency is key.
Ich besuche meinen Freund. Ich besuche meinen Freund.
Let's move on to more complex sentence structures incorporating the accusative. Pay attention to how the accusative object interacts with other elements in the sentence, especially adverbs and other phrases. Building complexity gradually is key to mastery.
Ich kaufe einen neuen Computer. Ich kaufe einen neuen Computer.
We've covered a lot today: accusative articles, prepositions, reflexive pronouns, and word order. Try to combine these concepts in your own sentences. Don't be afraid to experiment and make mistakes, that's how you learn. Practice is paramount for internalizing these grammatical rules.
Ich fahre den Bus. Ich fahre den Bus.
Today, we'll introduce modal verbs which express possibility, necessity, permission, or obligation. They modify the main verb in a sentence and don't change form based on the subject. Common modal verbs are
Können,
can, to be able to,
müssen,
must, have to,
sollen,
should, and
dürfen.
may, to be allowed to. Understanding their nuances is key to expressing yourself accurately in German.
Ich kann Deutsch sprechen. Ich kann Deutsch sprechen.
Let's break down Ich kann Deutsch sprechen. Means I,
Ah,
means can,
weil,
means German, and
sprechen.
means to speak. The sentence demonstrates a basic ability. A common mistake is putting the main verb sprechen before the modal verb can. Remember, it always comes after.
Können,
Can also express permission or possibility. For instance,
können wir das Fenster öffnen?
means can we open the window?
Ich muss lernen. Ich muss lernen.
Fantastic work today. You've made significant progress with the accusative case. To continue your learning, try creating your own stories or dialogues incorporating these new concepts. Next, we will look into the dative case. Keep practicing, and remember, consistency is your best friend.
Übt jetzt eure Einkaufsgespräche. Versucht im Supermarkt oder online etwas zu bestellen. Übt jetzt eure Einkaufsgespräche. Versucht im Supermarkt oder online etwas zu bestellen.